Hi y'all, old Hillbilly Joe here. How y'all doing today? I'm doing just fine. You know, I'm doing what I can do during this pandemic here in the Philippines. This pandemic has put a world of hurt on a lot of people, but you know what? They will strive. They will keep going. No matter how tough it is, Philippine people adapt quite well to this pandemic. Yes, they do. I see it with my own eyes. But I'm going to tell you a story. Remember I told you about how I went to California in the United States of America? I was up on the mountain out there in the desert and we got a snake. Well, I'm going to tell you a better story. One that doesn't have to hurt animals or anything like that. I'm going to tell you, the story goes about like this. When I was in South Carolina in the United States of America, Yep, I was in South Carolina, the state of South Carolina in the United States of America. Well, I was out in the jungle, in the forest. So, what I was doing is I was out in the forest, and we were out there sort of camping, okay? And I said, you know, I'm gonna put some skills together and see what I can come up with. Remember I told you about plants? Well, you gotta study plants in order to know what kind of plants are not poisonous, okay? So you study plants and everything like that, and you can find yourself food. If you're lost in an environment, there's lots of different environments now. You got mountains, you got jungles, you got forests, you got, you know, the Antarctic where it's cold, cold, cold. But if you know where to look, you know how to look, you can find food. Well, it's not always what kind of food you want to have, okay, but it's edible. So, anyway, we're going back to the forest of South Carolina. Now, if you take and learn the skills of where to find food, okay, there is 3 different things you have to look at, okay, when you're looking for food. You have to look way up in the trees. You have to look on the ground area. And then you have to look under the ground, in the dirt. These are the 3 areas that you're gonna find food. Sometimes they're way up in the air, in the trees. Sometimes they're on the ground, okay? On the lower area, like in the bushes or something like that. And sometimes you have to look in the ground. Now, when I was out there in the forest, I was looking around, practicing my skills, and I look up in the tree. And what did I see up in the tree? Well, what caught my eye was, it was purple grapes. Wild purple grapes way up in the tree. I said, wow, the grape grew all the way up in the tree. I said, I followed the vine down. Oh, from the ground up, and it climbed up the tree, and it made purple grapes. Now, I said, how do I get them grapes? Well, I gotta climb up the tree. So, I climb up the tree. It took a little while, but I got up to the top where the grapes were at, and they were ripe. They were purple. So it was like a purple grape, right? But they were ripe and very sweet. So what did I do? I took these grapes off the vine and stuck them in my pocket. So then, I climbed down the tree and we ate grapes, wild grapes. They are very sweet. So that was a story of me going up the tree, getting wild grapes out of the tree. See, now, grapes grow on a vine. And it was just amazing how high these grapes were in the tree. But there's so many amazing things you can do with grapes. You can put them in recipes, you can make wine, or you can eat them just plain raw. Anyway, y'all, you search up in the trees, you search down on above the ground area like the bushes, and you look in the ground and you will find food if you know what type of plants you can eat. But like I said, you have to study plants in order to know which ones are edible, because some plants and vegetation is poisonous and it's not good for you to eat. So, there's your story. Old Hillbilly Joe signing off till next time.